should I do? Oh, let me pull this down a bit. Hey, that's the wisdom knot up there. That's the wisdom knot. Comes from West Africa. The Akan people. Let me pull this down just a little bit because I gotta do. This is me, T from the Pattersons, taking the train to pet. Look, this is a Sunday and it's a reading day. I read Tagore, and I was just. Let me pull this down a little bit more. Hey, Sloan, little reading day. You know about reading. When we get back, we're gonna get more to. We gotta do when I get back a few months. The end of July or August, we have to resume. I'll do our Mr. Neely Fuller Jr. Back to the point though, for our Sunday readings, Sunday sermons. This is like a Sunday sermon, I guess. But I just want to say something. Lately, for this time, I've been reading Tagore. Now, Tagore is an Indian writer. I say writer, I know it's a poet, all that stuff. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature, and he rejected it. Nice guy. But it's really interesting, my little journey to Tagore. In fact, how many more times do I have? Where's my book at? Ooh, hold on a second. No, I'll be right back. Miss Scully's not going anyplace. Scully's played right there. He's got to listen to me. I'll tell you about Mr. Scully some other time. Hold on, I got to get up. Oh boy, this is an old man. You have to get up with your. Oh man, let me try. Oh, look at that. Hey, I'm getting better, man. I'm healing. Oh, here it is. Oh, here it is. It's here someplace. I was at there's a gentleman's place on Sundays as usual where I do the poetry, and my book is always with me. And oh man, you know what I got too? What was in here? I got to show this tomorrow to the Blue Light Brigade, but you'll get a preview. Let me show you, like this here, this honey. They gave it to me. No, this honey here. This is honey. It's a liter. It's like it's a liter's worth. I put it in, decanted into the glass jar. You see how? See, it's sort of clear. It's clear. This comes from the cashew nut trees. Well, the honey, the bees go. Anyway, this honey is so good. It'll last me the rest of the month. Gotta have to stay here because I'm consuming it like crazy. I can't, you can't carry liquid on planes and stuff like that. Oh, stupid people. I don't know why they still got that. Whenever they start, you can, the world we live in. Oh, I'm here looking for my book. Because these Sundays, since I've been in, and I started off the first week I did Gibran, but then I found this book here, this Tagore. Not found it was Bagesh from the guest house here. He had this one of the books he had, so I picked it up. I gotta check something first. I just made a new. I extended my calendar. See, it started. I got here in January. So I make my own calendar when I go to things. And right now we're in April. We're April 13th? Yeah. We're down here April. So this one, oh, wait a second. 1, 2. So we got 3 more after today. We have 3 more Tagores to read. Because I leave May 7th. So Sunday there is going to be the May 4th, right? But I extended, and slowly what I did, I extended the thing all the way to the end of the year. What I would do, because I want to return here next year. We'll talk about some other time. Anyway, so this is the 4. We got 3 more Tagores to read. Well, let me just say something about Tagore. Oh, let me pull this down a little bit, because I guess we don't need that up there. We need more meat. Oh, look at the other worlds out there. Tagore is kind of interesting. Yeah, this is from Chimaranga T-shirt. And Chimaranga is an incredible literary magazine. Well, I don't know what you call it. Look, it's a publication. And in fact, I first ran into Tagore through Chimaranga, through Pan-African Space Station, because I'm in South India right now, but I in South Africa, when I'm in Southern Africa, which will be soon enough. But in South Africa, I did this initiative as part of this initiative called Pan-African Space Stations a few years ago, whenever years ago. It was an incredible initiative. But we're in Cape Town proper. We did all these did all this stuff. But then we were based out of Tagore's. When Pan African Space Station ended, it sort of morphed to a place, an observatory, a little bar for Tagore's, and we had a picture of Tagore there, right? And it's really interesting because you know, as a production engineer, as a production guy, you know, I record. You know, we had all these jazz acts coming through, and jazz acts coming through, like some of the best jazz musicians in Southern Africa, in South Africa. And we thought, just really drummers, horn players. I'm not going to name anybody because, you know, Mantla. I'm not going to name. I'm not going to name anybody because there's so many people that came through. And so basically, is Leroy is behind the bar. Leroy is also my man. Leroy. There's certain people on the planet. When I hook up with them, I just love being like Leroy is one. I guess he's back in England right now. He's one of the people that helped with the was driving force behind the whole Madiba concert that they gave in England or whatever. He's a technical person. Another person would be like in New York would be gosh, who I'm gonna see when I get to New York. My New York just people. There's certain people on a certain level that we hang out with, right? And it gladdens my heart when I'm hanging out with them, right? I just need a little dose of them, and I'm good for a long time. Anyway, so the place was called Tagore. It just had a bar, little stage, small stage, right? And you know, I'd record there into the other room, and I'd record there, blah 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 blah. But they had like I said, they had a picture of Tagore. I really loved that space. Then they had the space upstairs. When I was gonna, well, it didn't work. We wasn't doing it long enough. But what I would do also, I wanted upstairs to have a little poetry thing. People would come upstairs and we record poetry upstairs, right? So you had the musicians downstairs, and sometime before that, we just have poetry upstairs and record them like that. So I wanted to, you know, develop that like that, but we never got to that point. But anyway, so Tagore, this cat, I mean, whoo boy, the more, like I've been reading this stuff like that from out of this book called Song Offerings. I call it Song Offerings. Well, you can't say it's backwards for you. I call it Song Offerings. What I do is I usually go through and maybe I pick something and I read it, and so I go through. But lately, well, anyway, so what I found that I did this time, I just picked. I was looking, I was nothing I see. I said, oh, let me stop this, right? So I just opened the book, and I just took a thing for a bookmark, and they just put it in, boom. Tagore is one of those people, like, you know, I want to say pure love, but like, if look, God is love, love is God. Just let's go from that premise, right? And if God is love, love is and God as defined is like God is in everything. So love is in everything. It's like a through line for everything. So the idea is for you to be so loving, so godlike, that you're connected with all the other loving, godlike entities on the planet. If that's the case, then what happens is you're connected to everything that is love or godlike. You find that thing? So anyway, so that means that everything that you do, no matter what you do, is going to be godlike. So let us read from the Tagore that I picked. I just threw in here. I'm just going to, I think I'm using 76, I guess, 81, or page 81 of this book, Song Offerings. And I need my glasses. And they're short, you know, they're only one thing like that, Song Offerings. So I said 75, I'm going to put 76 on page 81. 81 is 9. That's a complete number. And I don't know, 7, 6, 4, 14, it's 13, 4, whatever, harder than usual. Here we go. So here's the reading, and then we'll talk a little bit. Day after day, O Lord, my life shall I stand before thee face to face. With folded hands, O Lord of all worlds, shall I stand before thee face to face. Under thy great sky, in solitude and silence, with humble heart shall I stand before thee face to face. In this laborious world of thine tumultuous, with toil and with struggle, among hurrying crowds, I shall stand before thee face to face. And when my work shall be done in this world, O King of Kings, alone and speechless, I shall stand before thee face to face. Wow. This is the first time I'm actually reading this. I sort of looked at it, but I didn't really read it, you know. I love this thing. I mean, I think what's going to see when I get to the States, I'm gonna be looking up a lot of books. I'm not gonna get this book, but I got to get my Numbers in You book, and, you know, Lloyd Strahan. There's a few other things I get. I might have to get a Mayan book, but I gotta find another Tagore book like this, because it's so. This is once a week. It's so inspirational. And when I read this thing, and I just told you, for me, the Great Spirit, whatever, it's in everything, and therefore you're always face to face. But here's the thing. Right now, in my evolution in life, if I would put it this way, I have this thing right now. I'm obsessed. I got this whole thing that I found my purpose. Why I, of all people, all this stuff I've been through I'm talking from the Patterson, from the South Bronx of New York City through these many years, and I'm in July when I leave, in July I'll be 75 years old. Now I don't say that just to say, oh, I impress you. Oh, that's impressive. You know, oh, you're lasted this long. It is impressive. I have lasted this long, and I've been through. I've been through stuff, right? And when I think about that, it used to bother me. When I say bother me, because stuff would happen, and I would say, well, why me? Why am I still surviving? I'm not surviving. Why am I still flourishing? Why am I still here? What is my purpose? And just recently, when I say recently, in the last few years, especially with my healing, I have to heal my body, certain things I have to do. And I said, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a purpose. Why? Because there's just got to be a purpose. I don't know what it is. And I'm the kind of person, I don't be questioning stuff. I just keep on walking. I walk by faith, not by sight. I just keep on walking. I'm impervious to what's happening around. You know, don't care what it is. I just keep on my little path. And I've just come to a point where I think I know my purpose, and I know that everything that happens, every Tagore, everything that happens, it feeds that. It sort of fuels that moving on that, I guess they say, path, whatever. I move to propel me, and it gives me such a. It propels me and prepares me for that face to face. That's what it prepares me. Everything I do prepares me for the face to face, and it's like like a joyous thing. And what I do is stuff happens, and I don't react. It's not that I react to it. I will embrace life. Again, let's look at this honey. This honey. I know you got your Manuka honey, you got your honey that you get off the Himalayas, you got to go all this stuff to get these kind of honeys or whatever have you. But this is the best honey I've ever had in my life. Then again, I have been to these mountains to get these projects, go into these caves to get this honey that nobody can get to. You got to go through all the dangers of the animals and stuff like that. But this is in Oroville, in a place called Fertile East, and you know, it's weird, but everything that I've been putting into my body, everything that all the healing I've been doing for the last 2 years, actually 3 years, is coming. I'm learning, and as I'm doing it, it starts being revealed why this is happening. Right now, all this information, all this stuff with my whole sciatic, my nervous system, is being drained down, and out. You know, so this is the second year I've come to India for these few months, about 3 or 4 months, for this intensive thing. In this second year, and now I'm getting the sound therapy. Now the sound therapy that I'm doing, going to my head. Oh, I might have. I think I am going to have a relationship with this internet radio station in South Africa. Now with the sound therapy, I want to then morph that and create a studio there Not for me, because I'm not the head of anything. I'm not I'm not deemed for like entrepreneurship, money, or own anything. But I can get these. I'm like that underlying person that I can motivate people to do stuff. Because I'm not supposed to be the light. You know what I mean? I'm always the assistant. I'm always the functionary. The functionary. I'm always the demand. I'm something that makes sure this thing is on the right path. As soon as it's on the right path, then I got abandonment issues. I'm go off to the next thing, or I'm off, right? But anyway, so I'm trying to say, if it happens the way I want it to happen, I guess I'm really talking with Early right now because he understands what I'm saying. That's the other thing. I am so fortunate and lucky. Man, I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow morning about threes. But Mr. Early came into my life, and if there's anybody that understands me or understands what's going on in his head, what's going on, it's him. As long as I have one person like that. My wife is nothing. Ian the third. It's really like those three people. Ian, my wife, and Miss Chloe in the Southern African realm keeps me okay. I'm confident to keep on going. Right. In other places, there's other things. Like I'll be in New York, in the States, it would be my sister, and then, there's certain people who keep me going. Right. Keep me knowing that I'm preparing. I'm preparing for the face-to-face, not preparing for the... Look, I shouldn't say that because then it seems like I'm exiting. All I'm saying is that everything is going swimmingly well. Right? Swimming. And it's also a joyous journey. I guess that's what it is. Just everything that's happening. The Tagore just everything that is happening. I mean, I really wish this for folks. I mean, me in this, my little hammock chair here, that I've really grown very fond of, right? It's going to be a gift to my sister's place in Virginia. I can see it's mine, but yeah, that's the other thing. I run around the planet. I'm comfortable wherever I am, but I'm not want for anything. Want for anything? Like this space here is like incredible right now. I might lose this space next year, you know what I mean? But I'll find another space. I never really think. I just move, right? I'm the Tagore-ish. Tagore-ish. When I say Tagore-ish, I mean like loving, connected to other loving things, so that because we're preparing for the ultimate thing that's going to cause me, or that I'm on this little path, my purpose and everything like that. It's all coming together quite nicely. And all I have to do is just continue to walk in this, lay back and relax. I say relax, but sort of kind of relax. I mean, I gotta work, I gotta move. But I guess what I'm asking, I'm rambling on about on this Sunday evening, and this Tagore reading has inspired this face-to-face. I'm talking to you face-to-face. That please prepare yourself for the face-to-face. And the face-to-face, I'm not talking about some afterlife, pearly gates. The face-to-face is your meeting your purpose and your destiny or whatever. Prepare yourself for your face-to-face. Prepare yourself so that when you get to that glory road, when you get to that face-to-face, you'll have said, I'm supposed to be here. That's it. I'm supposed to be here. You're supposed to be where you are, and we all need to be where we need to be. Just stay focused. Don't be knocked out by distractions, because you're on your own path, and it's a face-to-face that's a love that's connected. It's disconnected. So stay connected, stay face-to-face. I'll talk to you later.